right, cool. So our special guest is a Christian hip hop artist out of Springfield, Mass. I did some more digging as well, and I found out the dude is offering like graphic design, some mixing and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, graphic designer, audio engineer. I'm not sure if he wants me to go down the label, but he's also proud of, himself being a father and a husband as he's being faithful with the talents and the gifts that God has given him. So that's what's up. Our special guest of the day, everybody, Bizzy is in the building. Let's do some hand claps real quick. Bizzy, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
What up, brother? What up? So right now you're probably sitting in traffic. Is that what? Are you just like? You just see a bunch of red lights in front of you? Like, what's going on?
I pulled over. I am in my car though.
Okay, you pulled over, so you safe. You good?
I'm safe, man.
He's like, Mario ain't gonna get me and speak reckless. Trying to get me, and then people be like, yo, Bizzy was on the road talking on the phone while driving. He needs to be rebuked.
Yo, Bizzy, real talk though. Do you listen to the show at all?
Yeah, I heard a couple of the episodes because, like, again, we just met recently, and I was put on when you reached out to me because I honestly didn't know about it prior to that. Yeah,
man, I seen the video that he put up. Matter of fact, I think it's actually the video that we're going to share actually on the show. And I seen the clip on Instagram that he shared. And I was like, hold up a second. I know you were just listening to us earlier, but I was like, oh, this dude, man, these dudes are killing it out in ATL. I'm like, these dudes are just killing the game out there. When I reached out to you and you were in Springfield, I was like, oh, shoot, you're just like, you're right around the corner, bro. I didn't even know you were there, man.
Yeah, man, we got a few of us out here that are doing our thing, and
talk to me about that. That's one of the questions that I have for you, man. How is the CHH now? Do you label it as CHH Christian hip hop?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so how do you feel about the CHH environment or culture or whatever you want to call it out there in Springfield? How is it over there?
Out here, to be honest, I don't. It's not like a big, like, as far as like CHH artists, the only ones that I actually can tell you I know of in my particular area all come from my church.
Oh, dang.
So it's like,
so you got the record label like right at the church.
Yeah. So no, legit is like 5 to 6 of us.
Wow.
That's
and
crazy.
They're all, we're all in the same church. At least here in Springfield is I don't really know of any other like CHH artists.
Is the church a support for you guys, like in regards to not just the spiritual but also on the music side?
On the music side, it's not really there to not just yet at least. We do perform here and there at our church. Our pastor is a fan of us and he does support us, but as far as like really being integrated within it, it's not really like all the way there.
So what is it? What as far as support, like what is it, like outreach type of events, stuff like that?
Not like just recently I did it wasn't an original, but I covered a Lecrae song for my pastor at a Sunday service.
Wow, dude, I give you credit for that because as a rapper, I don't know if I could do that. That's mad respect, man. You gotta really swallow your pride to do that. How did you like? Was that like 3 days of fasting or like how did?
Yeah, bro.
That's only the strength of the Lord at that point, strictly, bro. Like
I got a lot of love and respect for my pastor and his vision, and when he calls upon me to do something for the church, like I don't know, there's no other way to put it, but like
you ready to respond in obedience.
Like I'm just obedient to his vision. Like I'm all the way for it.
I respect that, bro.
And what I know where his heart is at. Like I know what he wants to bring across to people. So it's like if he wants me to rap a Lecrae song, I rap a Lecrae song. You know what I mean? If he wants me to do an original, I do an original. Like you know what I mean? I did an Easter Sunday for him as well. Not this year. It was last year, and it wasn't an original either. It was something another church had done that he really liked, and I was all for it, man. Like I was right on it, and we tore that house down. You know what I mean? Like
wow,
the church was going.
So tell me real talk, like when you're killing it with somebody else's song, like what's going through your head? Are you thinking like, yo, this is just serving these people right now?
Yeah, like
do you wrestle at all? Like, is there anything up in you like, hold on, this is kind of Yeah, look at him laughing like I could kill this man. Like,
yeah. Like I really, obviously I feel like I can. Obviously I feel like I can do an original that can sow into their lives just as much.
Facts, yeah.
But when I do that, like to give you perspective, the song we did was "I'll Find You," which featuring Tori Kelly.
Yep.
So we did "I'll Find You," and to be honest, because I keep it all the way real. At first, I didn't like the song. Like when I first heard the song, I didn't really like it. But I didn't like it as a rapper. Like me, just my type of music. Like I just didn't like it. And then he came. Like it's just funny the way things work. Like he came to me. He's like, "Hey, this is the song I want. Do you think you can do this for one of my services?" And I was like, "Absolutely."
Wow.
No one in my head. Like I didn't really like it. But the more I learned it, I grew to love the song. You know what I mean? Because Lecrae was coming from such a vulnerable place, and I just got so much respect for that. Like I'm a rapper that I always come from a vulnerable place. So like even before I got saved, like all my music was very like very mood music. You know what I mean? So I come from that, and I just love it. I love the song. I love the vulnerability. So when I was able to stand there and kind of do that for the people, it's just amazing, man. I can't really like.
Yo, you're bugging. You're like legit bugging me out right now, because this is a whole different aspect to appreciation of art that I haven't even unfolded or experienced myself, and in that kind of personal way, where you're swallowing your pride by serving somebody, by performing somebody else's music. I never heard of it from a rapper, dude. Like singers, Gil's looking at me right now like I do this all the time. I can tell, like you're looking at me like I sing people's music all the time. Like it's not a problem.
I understand.
But as a rapper, like that's different, man.
It is different.
And it's dope to hear your perspective, how you unfold the appreciation of that song and the vulnerability as an artist, as you're kind of like, you're digging in on a more emotional level to perform this with conviction. Somebody else's lyrics and somebody else's song.
100%.
That's crazy, bro. Mad props for that, man. Hand claps for that.
I play it
That's dope.
At least 100 times. I memorize it, but I'm not just saying words. Like I'm understanding what these words are gonna do to the people that are listening to it. So it's bigger than me.
That's a whole different perspective, dude. You just gave this show like mad coins. Hold up, I'm gonna drop them real quick. You can't hear them, but they're going off right now.
It's like the Mario coin when you get the coin in Mario.
They're going off right now. Coins. That's dope. Yo, that's fire, bro. Dope. So are you trying to transit, like have you performed original songs already in your church? Like does your pastor see that already? Like you're gifted in that area?
No, yeah, he's a huge fan of me. Like
okay,
he, like I said, the support is there 100%. It's just transitioning the church into that type of music. You understand? Because like
no, I got you.
Sometimes the church as a whole is not in tune with the
absolutely.
They won't grasp that message the same. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I've done some things for the youth that our youth church, our youth ministry that has been all original music, and I've done it for the youth, and they're receptive to it and they support it fully because the youth is more receptive to that type of music.
Right.
On the other side, it takes a while to get them on that train, which is why he does little things here and there with like songs that they might already know.
Gotcha.
So I totally understand that, and I respect him 1,000%. And I don't feel like he shuts our music out, at all. Like
that's dope because
like I'll send him a track here, like I'll finish a track and I'll just send it to him, and sometimes he won't even respond, but I know, like I kind of know my pastor already. I know where he's at with it. So then next time he'll see me and he'll mention it and stuff like that. So yeah, I love it, man. I love the whole thing. Which is why not to kind of rush the conversation, but that's another reason why you won't see a project of me out. Like, yeah, I don't have a project out. I don't have that because music is not a product for me. Like it's something very like organic and authentic. So unless I have a moment in my studio and I know that it's a moment that's special that I need to share it, that's when you get a track. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's where like I don't really.
So you're a purist.
I can't really give you like a full project like right then and there. I can't. Like every song has to hit me like a certain way, so I know that it's authentic, it's organic. Like you're only gonna get that from me. So
No,
Like, I
that's
can't
cool,
just
man.
have
I appreciate that. See, man, I'm kind of different. Like, I have that desire to just want to create. So I'm always like, I
Yeah.
dabble with, film, with audio, with, different things, or even if it's not even my creation, sketch, stuff like that. So like, just the desire in me is just to create. So when I hear like where you're coming from, like you're legit like artist, you know what I mean? Like but you do dabble with like graphic design and audio production as well, right?
Oh yeah, man.
So then that creative juices are still in you somehow. Like, so when you find yourself not inspired, are you like mixing the track or doing stuff on the side?
Bro, right? Like that is exactly what like that is my problem. Like sometimes, and I call it a problem because it's like sometimes I cannot focus. Like I'll load up a beat and I'm like, yeah, man. I'll lay down a hook and I'll mix the hook, and then I'm like, yo, I wonder what the cover art would look like for this. And then I'll open up Photoshop and I start doing the cover art. The song's not even done yet.
The song ain't even. He just got the yo Bizzy. All right, cool. Where's the cover art? What's it?
He said, yo, when I said that,
cover art for it real quick.
Let me do a cover art real quick.
And then I'll do the cover art, and my kids are upstairs, like, daddy. Yeah. So I got to go upstairs now. Now the song's not even done. You know what I mean? So it's like.
So now you lost track of the cover art and the track. Now you're like, which one do I go back to? That's crazy.
I see that.
You know what I mean? So that's my thing. Like now I've gotten into the mode of like, all right, I'm not going downstairs to do a song. What I do is I'll play the beat on my headphones and I'll write it upstairs, and when it's ready to be recorded, I'll go downstairs, record it, and then do whatever I want from there.
Now do you mix like on the side like anybody else's projects at all? Or is this strictly just for your like in-house when you get inspired?
I mix for the guys out here.
Okay.
I mix for the guys out here, and then I got I've been just asking people. It's more for my practice. Like I'm not trying to rob nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people feel a way sometimes when I approach them, but it's like it's all love, man. Like I'll look out for you. I really want to practice. I have a passion for it, So I'm trying to do a little bit of everything.
Oh, that's sick. So you do have those creative, flows. It's just when you step in the booth and you're writing, that's when you kind of wait for those moments where you get inspired.
Yeah, man. But
you're always working.
And I know when it happens. Like when it happens, I literally like can write a song in like 20 minutes.
So if somebody came through and said, "Yo, you're gifted, man. I see your talent. I want to sign you to my label," what would you do?
Well, what I would struggle with that. I would struggle with the fact that it's like I can't give you like a project and all that stuff right now at this moment. Like I don't know, it's weird for me. Like, and I don't feel wrong for saying that, because if you're gonna sign me, you're seeing the talent in me, but you're also signing me to deliver a product, right? So if I feel like I can't deliver you that product, I'm not gonna take the deal, because it's like me going back on my word, And I can't. I'm not gonna perform my love, right? My love is my music. My love, that's my love. That's my worship. That's it, right? So I'm not gonna compromise the love for music with the pressure of delivering it. And then you understand what I'm saying? And then put it out and not be happy with the end result. And then somebody's not receiving it the right way because I rushed it and because I put so much pressure behind it, and it wasn't organic. It wasn't organic for me. So that's my biggest thing. Like I've always stuck. Like I've never really gone and like I've never. How do I put it? Like I'm never really like.
But can I ask you from a different perspective?
Yeah.
So if a label saw your talent and they were like, "Yo, I think this dude will create a very classic album that CHH will love for generations," but based on how you write and stuff, there's been plenty of artists that have, taken a year plus 2 years just to put out a project, and when it came out, it was what they wanted. They were able to take their time. So do you feel that if you didn't have a time restraint, you'd be able to do a project? Or is it more of a desire, like I just don't want to?
No, I'd definitely like, because again, like I love to be part of a team. I love to be part of the bigger picture. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not the type of person where it's like I want to be the main event and all that type of stuff. Like I like to be part of a collaborative team, because also you need that as a creator. Like you need to be around other creative people.
Facts. Yeah. True.
To kind of keep feeding you that, right? If you're by yourself all the time, sometimes you're running on empty. One of your boys comes over, is like, yo, I heard this crazy beat or whatever, and I got this idea to it. All of a sudden, like a magic moment happens, right? So going back to your question, absolutely. If there was no time restraint and they really believed in my vision and they just wanted me to be down and kind of give me that encouragement and that push and that support, absolutely, I would be down. You know what I mean? Because that's organic. That's how I'm comfortable doing it. But if it's like oh yeah, we're gonna sign and we need, you know, like an album, you know, a year.
Yeah. So you just like you just like, you know, you like art for art. Yeah. You're not it's not a goal, like, so you don't have any kind of plans, like goals in the future to like take it to the next level, or like maybe create a record label with those the artists that are out there at your church. Like there's no kind of
we got that stuff in like we're talking about that stuff, but again, like
that's cool, bro. That's cool because you're going according to your own convictions, man, and you're doing it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to slip up. It's easy to slip up, bro. Like it's
I want to under promise and over deliver. I guess that's how you could put it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not telling you, yo, an album coming out, 2019 is my year, and then 2020 comes and I'm like, yo, it's for real.
What happened? Yeah. Well, you ever think that if they do set these guidelines, it might create that pressure for you to just step your game up and tap into that creative space even faster?
Yo, to be more honest with you, no, there has not been a deadline that has ever like pressured me to the point where I get something done if I don't want to get done. Like,
I got you. Like, you're just like, yo, I'm done. That's it.
Shout out to
all right, so we ain't signing this dude. That's what it comes down to.
Basically, Biz just said
this was all just an interview, by the way. This was we got you. We bait and switched you, bro. This was just an interview to see if we could sign you onto our label. We're actually not live at the moment. Ain't nobody listening to us, so we're gonna pass.
I had the contract and pen ready.
I'm bugging, bro. I'm bugging.
Yo, nah. So
he's like, dang.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like,
to put it even like the thing is, like, if I never get signed, I'm gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it doesn't affect me. Like,
yeah, no, that's cool, man. No, that's believe it or not, man, that's a blessing, bro. That's a blessing to have, because some people fall into that way of thinking that this needs to happen. You know, sometimes I fall into that too. Like, yo, this needs to, you got to shake that off and remember what we're doing this for. Remember that this is service, man. You know what I mean? And
absolutely, bro. Like, if I'm 27, right? I'm 27. Some people, well, we all can agree that that's still young. But to me, it's like, I'm not stressing if this doesn't happen. I got 2 kids. Like, I got to be realistic. Music pulls you away from a lot of things. It's very time consuming. It's very time consuming, and it's very blinding at times. Like, you can lose sight of the actual goal, at the actual what you built your foundation on. It's easy to forget that. It's easy to get blinded to it because you get so much attention. You know what I mean? Because the more you put out, the more your followers go up. You start feeling yourself. Your likes go up.
Is that what you observing, like in the CHH culture as a whole? Is this your hot take right now?
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Now let's switch it up. Go ahead. Get into that. Nah, let's get in. Let's get in, bro.
I mean, just to be
go down the line. Go down the line.
I laugh. It's just I see it a lot in CHH. Like, I see where it's like, yo, I don't care who you are. Like, if you have 30 followers and you hit me up to do a collab, I'm gonna check you out. If I don't like your music, I'm probably gonna tell you. But like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna still respond. I'm gonna still acknowledge you like a human being. Like, we all brothers and sisters in Christ, right? So, like, why is there like this
stardom
that rappers put themselves on, where it's like, if you reach out to them, they'll leave, and it's not really like a personal like situation with me. Like, nobody left me on red, but like, I see it happening all the time. Like, with people around me, like, people reach out, they get left on red, or they, you know what I mean? Like, or you show love and they won't reciprocate that. Like, I don't know. It's just,
yeah, it's either, and you know what? I can understand both sides, because on one side, you're right. It's like, what's the deal with this, like a stardom kind of behavior? Like, especially if we're just all servants, man. You know what I mean? Out on a mission. Like, what's the deal with the celebrity status, kind of, you know? And then at the same time, I can understand the flip side, where you're getting, you know, thousands of messages at a time, and you don't know who's who, and you don't know who to trust, and you don't have any real relationships with anybody.
Yeah, I get that, but yeah, I get that. And then, like,
it's both sides, really, you know.
One thing that really stuck out to me is, like, when you go to these Christian hip hop shows, right? And this could be just me, man. So,
oh no, don't worry. My next EP, trust me. Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
To anybody who might feel away, but when I go to CHH shows and there's a VIP section, it always bothered me. It always bothered me.
Speak on it.
Wow.
Who's VIP? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who? Somebody might need you. Like, somebody might need you.
Facts.
The person that couldn't afford it, the person that couldn't afford your show, or couldn't afford that VIP package for $120 to take a picture with you.
But what if VIP stood for victory in pastoralship?
Sitting at the back, and you could have really sold into that person. Everybody can just kind of meet you. And I'm saying you can't get to everybody, obviously, but if you just make yourself a little more accessible at each show, or whatever the case may be, where you don't just divide the people. Like, okay, if you can afford it, you can meet me. If not, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just me though. Like,
no. It ain't just you, bro. Like that is something to be concerned about. You know, and unless there's like clear understanding of what, you know, of what this is really, like, I get what you mean though. It's just that it gives you a bad taste, like a taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know. I get you. Like, you go to a show, you hear somebody, you know, up on the stage rapping about, you know, their faith and whatnot, and you see 1,000+ people just going nuts. Like,
yeah.
You know, and you're just like, I don't know, something kind of weird. Like, where's the beach ball? I don't know. Like,
where's the beach ball?
I don't know, something missing here. You know, so I get what you mean, bro. I get what you mean. So what about, like, what we're doing here? Like, what about like media sites and people trying to create a market? Like, how would you oppose platforms or missions where people are trying to build a market for the Christian creative to be able to make income and make a living off of what they do with the art?
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna hate that idea.
You saving us, like, you saving people like me. Like, you're not like saving, but like, I shouldn't put it like that, but like, you giving us a voice. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, and nobody else is gonna reach out to me at this point with no project out and 700 followers on Instagram. Nobody's gonna reach out to me and want to hear what I gotta say. I'm gonna keep it real. You were the only person that would reach out to me and care what I have to say. You understand? But why? You know what I'm saying? We all have a voice.
Amen.
Listen to my music, right? Listen to my music. I've joined a lot of things where I was beat out by rappers who are Christian rappers, but don't have a single thing, a single message in their verse. It's just their flow going crazy, right? But I got, and I'm not hating, man. I don't hate on nobody, but I have a lot of content. I have a lot of things to say. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not hearing that. Like, right now in CHH, I feel like it's getting like to the point where it's like there's a blurred line between CHH and secular music, because it sounds exactly the same, and the message is kind of thinning out, and that's what I'm hearing. It's not like,
it's funny. It's funny that you said that. My boy told me recently, and we'll jump into a video after I just drop this real quick so people can hear some music and see what you about. But me and my boy were actually just talking about this, and one of my friends was saying that either there's a great falling away happening right now, or there's a great awakening. I'm just not sure which one is which. And when he said that, dude, and I kind of sat back and thought about it and looked at everything, just the environment where we're at right now, I'm kind of convinced that it's a great falling away, because I see a lot of people sort of trying to keep up with the culture, like even in our pursuit, what we're doing too as well. Like, sometimes you get caught up and you're like this race to keep up with the culture, you know, keep up with the next topic, the next thing, the next this, the next that. So even with this, utilizing the platform to allow, you know, yourself, praise God, by the way, I'm really humbled by what you said. I don't want to just let that go and just overlook that, bro. Humble. Like, I'm really humbled by what you said, and praise God for that. And a part of the reason why we're doing what we do is because we were also the frustrated treated, artists not being heard, working our butts off to try to provide good content that we thought was, excellent, that we thought was really good, that was affirmed by people, because obviously, people allowed me to come out and perform and be a part of ministries and whatnot. So just that frustration is there, and I know what you're talking about. So we wanted to be faithful with this platform to be able to express those frustrations and help artists like yourself and other artists that don't have a voice and don't have a platform. And we're just going to keep marching through to create this market and help the Christian creative, have a voice and be heard.
Also a source of information, man.
Facts. Because we were growing
up
too.
When we were growing up and getting all this stuff and learning, and we didn't have places to go to learn from, and especially people that were Christian based, something that we could just go to and be like, yo, how do you get your music on these platforms? How do you get recorded? How does the mixing work? How does marketing work? We didn't have nobody. We had to figure this out little by little on our own. So that was another huge motivation for us, is to get this information out there that we had to dig and scratch for. We just want to bless these new heads coming out, so that way they don't, they have a clear path of what they want to do, whether it's ministry focused only, or if they actually want to use the business platform and make a living off of music, whichever direction they want to go in. You know what I'm saying? We just want to be a value to those as well.
Facts. So Bizzy, we're gonna jump into this song, "Don't Lose Your Mind." But before we do, this is what is it? Psalms of Men. Is this a group with you and Concepts? Bizzy, you there? Oh, I think he got dropped off the line. Let me check. It kicked me out, no doubt. All right, so I'm gonna invite him. We're gonna jump right into this track, "Don't Lose Your Mind." Here it is, Bizzy with Concepts.
Shooting and I'm gon' react, digging the demons and intervening. I'm known to snap and show that not believers everywhere you grown me at. I got all of my inner peace, staying strong, can't ride with my energy. Right wrongs, what I gone are the memories of who I was in the past. I'm a better me. Yes, it was meant to be blessed. If you mention me steadily, I'm a piece of word that he left for me. And I ain't never felt better in my whole life, cause I'm on a high you can't get from amphetamines. So you can all stop running the battle you've been fighting on your own. God told us all that you already won. That's why he sent his son just to hang on the cross and lead the 99 just so he can get the one. Close your eyes and bow your heads and pray all them evils up out of your head. Praising that money won't get you ahead. I praise the one that rose out of the dead. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. Don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. You gon' need that.
The light dimmer, the grim reaper, the known sinner, get him gone. You don't really wanna be alone with him. Trip over the table before you get to the phone. Killer really ain't a match for the king on the throne. Get him. In '09, I was drinking that poor wine. Close mine, left him out to dry on the clothesline. Give me the whole nine. I need yours cause it's all mine. Little cigarillos, 4 lines and it's go time. Now God got my back. I'm doing lap pull downs on all of your strongholds and traps. Give me the max penalty, we living in that. Sit and I laugh like you knew where I should have been at. I'm doing laps, you're running the track backwards. Mumble the rap, I'm on a boom bap. Yeah, I ain't really feeling what they spitting. They be giving you saying the clock ticking. You be living in hell. That's a hot minute. I'm in the cockpit, we're busy and we killing that toxic. Who's ready rock with me is God. Somehow that seem to even out the odds. Mind ready for war, here go the bombs. I know the truth and I'm committed. I just need to know who's rolling with me. Is he really who he say he is? Is he really who he say he is? I know the truth and I'm committed. Gotta get your mind right. I just need to know who's rolling with me. I know you know the time's right. Is he really who he say he is? Gotta get your mind right. Is Is he really who he say he is?
You know the time right.
Close your eyes and bow your heads and pray all them evils up out of your head. Praising that money won't get you ahead. I praise the one that rose out of the dead. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. Don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. You gon' close your eyes and bow your heads and pray all them evils up out of your head. Praising that money won't get you ahead. I praise the one that rose out of the dead. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. Don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. You gon' need that.
Dope. That's what's up. That's Don't Lose Your Mind with Bizzy and Concepts. Bizzy, you back in?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, dope. So tell me about the Songs of Men. Is this a group with you and Concepts? What's up with this?
Yeah, those are our brothers from Rhode Island. They created the group. It was, it's I believe 5 of them. I want to say. I hope I'm not wrong. No, it's 4. Yeah, it's 4.
Is that the one where all of you are in that song called Reppin'? Is that the same?
Nope.
Okay,
those
that's
are the
different.
Guys from out here. Those are the guys I'm telling you from out here.
Okay.
All those guys are from my church.
Gotcha.
So anyways, yeah, they had this. They put that together. They put Songs of Men together, and they had did a contest for Concepts Red Water mixtape. And me and my brother Charlie Humble, we entered the contest, and so they reached out to Charlie Humble to perform for his like an album release party that he was having, and then that's how we connected. And later on I saw him again, and he Concepts talked to me. He's like, "Yo, I kind of slept on you, like he's nice, you know what I mean?" So he's like, he goes, "I didn't really listen to you like that, like I just kind of heard it quickly." And he's like, "I kind of slept on you, bro. You nice." So we just kept in close communication, and I had responded to one of his like Instagram stories, and then he texted me. He's like, "Yo, like we need to do a song together." So he sent me the beat, and I like probably like 20 minutes later, I sent him that hook.
See, so you can get it done under pressure.
Oh yeah.
Got him.
Maybe we should sign him. I don't know.
I put my boys on the Songs of Men, but I like Concepts. Like he stuck out to me when I first heard Songs of Men. Like he stuck out to me, and I'm like, yo, I need to do a song.
So I think you need to clarify your clause.
Nice.
You be like, yo, I don't do them tracks off the cuff like that unless you nice.
Wow. There it is.
That's the clause. That's the clause. You're like, man, I don't do that. I don't play that game. I don't be doing all that track on the spot stuff unless you super nice.
You know what it is?
Then
though?
I might have to pull in my trip bag.
Deadline, though.
So
he didn't give me a deadline.
Busy so far because I know.
He gave a deadline, but somehow it was done in 20 minutes.
It was organic. That's what I'm saying. Like I threw the beat on, and instantly, like I got that hook in my head instantly. So. And then I did my verse like probably like the next day, and I sent it over to him, and then we met in person. I drove out to Rhode Island, we recorded the track, and he was just mind blown by like the verse, and I was like, yo, this verse is crazy. And then like
dude, I feel like if I put you in a cabin in the woods with some dope beats,
bro,
you'll put out.
We don't got the bag like that, bro.
You'll put out an album that month.
In the cabin.
Yo, straight up, bro.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Telling my people.
Yo, real quick, Bizzy. I want to interrupt real quick just to let you know that we got some comments in here. We got really good song. That song was really good. Fire, flames. So just to let you know, so that way because I know you can't see the comments, so just organic flow.
I was talking to a few of my family members, and I'm like, yo, I just want to go somewhere with a nice view. Let my hair grow. Like,
my hair grow out.
So all my hair grows out.
He gonna come back.
Wait. Are you telling us like how he's giving us like the demands? Like this is how it's gonna work, guys. Like,
he's gonna end up coming back eating locusts and honey.
Can get me.
And then
locusts and honey.
And it just so happens I dropped the project, and I just bloated the whole CHH out.
He's like, yo, and along with this album, can you guys take these tablets that God inspired me to chisel?
He's just gonna drop the album and then go off on his retirement plan.
What'd you say, Biz?
Yeah, I said I'll do a whole tour with no VIP in it.
No VIP. No VIP. Every spot's VIP. Yo, brother, we're about to jump into repping. You want to just give us the names of the artists involved and a little bit behind the scenes about the track?
Fire track, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. So first off, this video was shot by my brother, man, my really like close friend of mine, Louis Moreno. With, you know, he has Passionary People. You could check that out on YouTube. He also has Creative Capture Company, which that's where you go through to kind of inquire about any type of work. He's a photographer, videographer, everything, man. The guy's a genius. So anyways, it was shot by him. The beat was produced by Gio. Gio made it. He's also the CEO of Prayer Clothing. If y'all want to check that out, yo, he got some fire stuff like dropping on Friday, like this
I'm
Friday.
gonna definitely check it out. Does he got a website and all that?
Yeah, prayerclothing.net, I believe.
There you go. You guys heard it here.
Prayerclothing.net. It's fire. He got the jerseys. They look like the Celtics jersey, but it says prayer on it. Dropping this Friday.
Dope.
Oh, that's fire.
It's crazy. It looks so authentic. Like it's dope. So it's produced by him. He does a little production on the side. Though, you know. So, and then we got Charlie Humble, Kingdom Air, and Chosen is also on that. Me and Chosen actually, like, when we come together, we're like a duo. You know, we call ourselves Anointed Kings.
Yeah, Chosen is he's the one that's just before you, right?
He's after me. He's the last one on the track.
Oh, he's the last one. Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, he's the last one on the track. Kingdom Air is the one right before me.
Cool. All right, cool. So let's jump into repping, and then we'll chop it up some more after. Here we go.
All right, cool.
I'm reppin' hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm reppin' hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm reppin' hard for my pops. We rap hard this all season, we Christ living. We keep believing no matter the problems life giving. Some leave the church and start pointing fingers, they blaming us when really they victims of their desires. You see them changing up, still we love them no less. Only wish I'm the best, I'ma run with the king, cause without him I'm wrecked. Yeah, now we live with no fear, making quality music that you can't ignore. Oh dear, what that means we gon' change the game with this wave. Tsunami, flooding the industry with real love, I'm with the army. And we came here not to play, we're here for the strays who live out their days in the cage. Yeah, we got the key, we bout to set them free. For the enemy, it's in your best interest to let them be. Cause we ain't resting to the rest of them resting with Christ. The real boss for the lost, he paid the price. For my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops.
Born sinner, colder than New England winters. Reality's my mentality, screw the world, take this middle finger. Wake up, back the weed in the yay while playing 2K. Pretty God I could survive to live another day. No mechanic, but that ratchet in the black jacket. Trying to make it home, not stretched out in a black casket. Street dreams turn to nightmares, I'm clean to strip bare. Turn this dirty slave into his kingdom man. So I rep my pops till I D.I.E. Catch me connected to the vine like I need IV. No B.I.G. But faith is all I need to go back and feed the gospel to these hungry streets. Serve over G.O.'s beat. Time to switch up the lifestyle, like right now, before it's lights out. Like McGregor in that 4th round. I know I sound cocky, but my boys spot me. Cause in the end, man, I know my God's got me.
For my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops.
I'm making sure you people get drawn to the King of Kings, that is who my spirit belong to. King crown, bent down, making them boss moves. I win now, send drowns here come the monsoon. Man, I ain't in the games, Bizzy had to switch the lane, grip a name, turn Hell Kitchen into the winner games. Look this name, y'all went through a different pain. Daddy beat you and left you hanging, my dad got beaten and left to hang. Yeah, I don't need a clock to know that the time ticking. Must I remind you he's coming back as your mind slipping? You in the tank with piranhas, you bout to die sinning. Seeking the light when the shadows come in the sky. Y'all try and get it on my side, I ain't fitting in your box. I block all the talk like your call dropped in enough spot code. I'm in the zone and I won't stop with a dome shot, shown props. Cause the kid went from stone shot to bow
my pop and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops.
You are who you hang with. I'm Daniel, and these lions are dangerous. Pick a flaw my paw ain't seen yet, and you will be in all when all me's next. Pick a rapper, I'm in the mood for food and laughter. Think it's soft, cause who I'm reppin' and what I'm after. Too involved, so all your weapons, they shouldn't matter. Now who the boss? I'm still out flexing while building pasture. You boys are lost, no GPS can find you faster. But you rather put VVS's up on an actor. Hope you got a plan B like the morning after. When the sky open up, it's gonna be a wrap. Sure, or you think it's only rap? Sure, you sure? Y'all pick fortune over y'all soul torching. This is fair, wanna be holding.
I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops.
Stupid.
All right, that was official, Bizzy. You still there with us?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
That's what's up, man. Yo, I love the whole concept, man. I love the visuals. I love the way it was edited. I love y'all flow. I gotta do a track with y'all, like.
Yo, Mario's
I
over
gotta
here
do a
like
track with you. I'm like
biting at the lip to spit something.
Blaze Hunter put a whole bunch of flames. I don't know. You know Blaze Hunter? Shout out Blaze Hunter. What's up, man? It seems like he knows who you are. Bizzy, Blaze Hunter sound familiar?
Nah, not
Well,
really.
Whoever it is, they're a fan.
Well, shout out to you, bro.
They're a fan. They're putting down they're putting your links. They're putting your broken links and everything for you.
Your broken links. Yo, those are fans when they send you to nowhere.
They're like, hurry up. That must have meant he felt the pressure. He was just hurry up. Just wrote it down. But that's what's up, man. People are showing love. Yo, Mario, everybody saying what's up, man. I see a whole bunch of flames and everything. Yo, that was fire, bro. And you said it was the last artist, and you kind of have like a dual thing that you guys do.
Yeah, it's called Anointed Kings, man. Shout out to him, man. It was really, he really kind of sparked that, because he had this he wanted to make a song. He like Louis Moreno actually was gonna shoot a video for him. He's like, yo, you got anything ready? And he didn't have anything. He's like, yo, I definitely want to do it with you. So then, we shot a song, we shot a video, and then from there, just kind of like, we're like, yo, we can do this, like, just us together. There ain't really, like, too many rap duos in CHH. Yeah, I know of. At least not spitting like me.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Cause we're living humble. Bro, I don't wanna flip this up like out of nowhere, bro. I don't. But there's one thing that came up when I'm doing my research, because I'm a professional journalist now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get in my journalist bag and I really do background checks and everything.
It sounds like you're Batman right now.
So I seen that you are a therapeutic mentor. Are you still currently doing that right now?
You did some deep digging, bro.
Man, I'm just.
Come on, bro.
I thought that this would be.
Social, bro?
You can send it after.
I'm gonna let you know right now. He knows you got good credit.
Yo, bro. So I'm like therapeutic mentor. Like, and I checked out the spot and I was like, yo, mental health, and like, so I had to ask, bro, like. How do you function within that? Is it a program? Like, what is it?
No, it's an agency. It's a mental health agency, and I'm a therapeutic mentor for the youth. So it can range anywhere. Even though I work with the youth, it can range anywhere from like 4 years old to like 21. But it's very rare that you ever see somebody like past like 14, 15, like that. You know what I mean? It's very rare.
Yeah, it's a controversial thing. We actually dove on this some episodes ago in regards to
give some context so we're not throwing it out there for nothing. Like, but this was a topic.
Should Christians be within the mental health space, being that, you know, we believe in a God who's sovereign, who's all powerful, who heals, you know, so why would someone go and speak to this secular doctor, you know, whatever, when they can just go read the word, if not speak with their pastor? And I mean, we had mixed thoughts on that, but before we go into that, we wanted to know, how do you feel, being that you're in actually the field of that?
I feel like not all people are gonna have access to that. You know what I mean? Not all people are gonna have access to a pastor. Not all people are gonna have access. Like sometimes it's deeper than that. Like, and again, I work with the youth. Like, you have fun trying to get a youth to listen to a pastor, or have fun trying to tell the youth, hey, you're gonna tell the youth, hey, did you read your Bible today? You're gonna tell the 9-year-old, hey, you know, just keep praying, man. Just keep praying, man. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to hear a story of a man named David?
Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not to be insensitive. Like, absolutely, we believe in that. We believe in all that. But like, this is very necessary, man. Like, mental health is something that's like it's bigger than what people think. And then people who think they're normal might have something, you know, kind of off. Like, we all kind of have something off, and it's like sometimes it doesn't even get addressed because we kind of avoid, you know, like my pastor, to put it to you like this, my pastor just did a series on mental health. So it's like, if we're not supposed to be in that realm, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, everything should be addressed. And yes, he referenced to the word and all that stuff, but this stuff is still like necessary. Like, not everybody's gonna be on our same like, they're not gonna have the same vision. But it's like, if you don't have believers in the mental health field, then what are they gonna get pumped with? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of information? And of course they're gonna be like, yeah, go take this medication and go take that medication, and you know, this will fix this and this will fix that. But you know, if you have somebody with a heart to serve, with the morals and the beliefs of a Christian, of a real believer of Christ, you know the principles are going to be different. You know that there's going to be more love put into it. There's going to be more, you know, your methods are going to be different. You know, your heart's going to be different because of the fact that where you come from, what you believe. You know, so I think it's necessary.
What about the practices within the building itself? Like, are you in 100% agreement with everything that how they address certain issues and stuff like that, as in regards to like mental health, versus you know, you coming through and preaching the word to everybody? Like, how do you wrestle through that as a staff, like work, you on the floor?
Where I work, it's not like we're sitting there, you know, I'm prescribing them or doing this and doing that. Our program is more like, we work on your strengths, right? So like, if a kid likes to draw, if a kid likes to play basketball and stuff like that, like, I'm literally picking kids up at their house. I'm bringing them out into the community. I'm connecting, like, if they're not social, I'm connecting them with kids, you know, to be social. I'm teaching them coping skills.
That's dope.
You know, I'm teaching them that. So it's really more on that end, like,
yeah, the practical
really
end.
Connecting kids.
Yeah,
I'm connecting kids to the community, so that their quality of their day can be better. Like, their self-esteem, I can lift their self-esteem. Like, hey, look, I went through this too, or, you know, you can come out of, like, I'm giving them hope. Same thing we do in the church. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, I went through this. You can do it too. Like, you can come out of this too. But, you know, of course, you know, there's scripture that backs up a lot of our you know, everything. We can back it up with scripture. But, you know, with the kids, you deal differently. You know, there's a different method to it. And I mean, I agree with it. I have no problem with my job. I think my job is very fulfilling, and it allows me to get more connected with the youth, which is, if I'm going to minister through music, that's really my demographic at the end of the day.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I can work, and honestly, it don't feel like work to me. Like, I've had other job offers, and I turned them down because I feel like I'm making a difference. You know what I mean? Like there's kids that when they see me on the first day, they're not connecting to me. And by the end of the time when I'm about to graduate them and say, you know, you've hit your goals, you know, they get sad. They get bummed out that I'm gonna, you know, that I'm graduating them, but they met their goals. You know what I mean? And I didn't have to give them a pill. I didn't have to do this. I didn't have to do that. Like, I just connected them, and I just, you know, a lot of the issues comes from a fatherless home.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, broken families.
Like just having a positive role, like male role model, it's just helping the kids. You know what I mean? So it's like if we're not plugged in anywhere, there's no place out of reach for God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just because they call it mental health and there's these agencies and it's not run by believers or whatever. Bro, let me tell you, there's so many believers in my job, like so many.
Yeah. Well, matter of fact, the last job that I worked, well, my first serious job that I had was in a juvenile detention facility. It was a 90-day program for like people with mental health, you know, disability, stuff like that, and also struggling with like substance abuse and stuff like that. And I went in there. I wasn't a believer then, and the dudes in there were preaching and bringing in the church, and that's how I heard about the gospel as a staff working on the floor.
It's crazy.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
Because of people like yourself up in there, you know what I mean? Like being faithful and serving.
It's nonsense, you know. It's like for us there's no place off limits to us. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, man.
Go out into the world, bro. Go out into the world. That's what we're called to do.
World, bro. Like it's like telling somebody they can't preach on the corner, like of the block, like we're, you know, surrounded by a bunch of like, you know, just people that are not saved. Like who we aiming for then? Like who you trying to minister to? You trying to minister to a Christian, or you trying to minister to somebody who's not saved? You trying to bring them to Christ, or you just trying to like you just trying to like talk to people who already know, who already got
right,
the like,
right. You surround yourself in this big bubble of a bunch of amens, and then you're all good. You got your fix. You got your amen fix, and you're good to go.
Nah, man, nah. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I want to surround myself
serving
with people who, if you get uncomfortable with me talking about that, like I really want to be around you because of the fact that I know something is touching you to the point where you're uncomfortable. And we're gonna come to some common ground. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? At the very least, we're gonna come to some common ground. But yeah, so like to put it in a nutshell, man, like my job is very fulfilling to me, and I love the kids, and it's something very special when you can just, you know, kind of not really like fill a void, but kind of like step in and be the role model that they don't have, and kind of give them that hope and just send them on their way. Like, yo, look, you did good. You hit your goals. Now go and succeed. You know, I got kids that when I started were throwing chairs around, throwing books around in their classrooms. And right now they're getting perfect scores, like behavior wise, and they're about to be put into just general education. Yeah. You know, they're in special programs where all the bad kids are, and now they're getting put into general education. And they're killing their tests. They're good. They're doing great.
Right.
Now you tell me, you know what I mean? There's a place for it, and there's a need for it.
Facts, so bro. Like, I respect it 100%. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
I was just gonna say I respect it 100%, like how you're serving, you know, within that job, you know, within the space that you're in, also, you know, within you know, the booth, and you writing your rhymes and doing everything for the glory of God. It sounds like, you know, you have your guard up. You don't want to fall into that whole stardom thing. You don't want to serve people that way. You have your pride down when you're ministering with other people's music, even as a rapper. Like, dude, like, I'm gonna be praying for you, bro, that you keep going with your servant heart, man, and you keep doing what you're doing, man, and serving the community as well with everything that you're doing, bro.
It, bro. Seriously,
yeah, I definitely give you props, man, for you know, really pouring yourself out, not just in the music, and making sure that it's true to you and true to the art, but also, you know, what you're doing with those kids, man. That's not an easy job. It's not an easy type of work. It takes a toll, you know what I mean? Especially when there's circumstances that are out of your control and you try your best and it just doesn't turn out the way that you thought it would or you hoped it would. But the fact that you continue to serve, bro, and pour yourself out to every human being the same way, that's powerful stuff right there, bro. And I think this only going to give you that much better content, you know, because you're coming from a real place and you're working in a real place and you're touching lives, bro. That's dope,
bro. The way what God did for me, man, like, and I'm just gonna be so vulnerable.
Go ahead, man.
Right now, man, like what God did for me is like, how can I not love people the same way?
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, straight up, I don't care where this gets posted on. I don't care what. I'm just being 100% honest, man. Like what he does for me. Like, how can I not reciprocate that same love, man? Like, it's just crazy. Like, I just look for the next opportunity to love on somebody.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I just got connected with y'all. Like, this is for life. Like, I got
facts.
My loyalty is for life.
Yeah.
This love,
likewise, bro.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You feel free to love on me a verse for.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're good at doing that, man. We're good at getting contracts signed and everything while we're on the show live. It's part of our strategy.
You know what I'm saying? I would love to have.
We got so much documentation of people owing us so much stuff. Like, it's awesome.
I'm gonna pray for y'all in that area.
Yo, Bizzy, real quick, bro.
I'm just trying to speak into the existence. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people believe that if you just speak on it, it just becomes reality.
Nah,
so,
bro, you know, I got y'all. The turnaround might not be.
It might not.
Oh, I know. In my mind, I'm gonna give you this track, but I'm gonna expect at least a year from now. But it could be sooner. I don't know.
Like, you gotta pick. You want your feature first, or you want my album first?
Oh, there you go. There you go. How about this? Put the feature on the album. How about? See, we businessmen. You know what I mean? Like, we
compromise.
Maneuver. Yo, Bizzy, real quick, man. Share the links. Share any conclusion. Wrap it up. Anything you want the people to know, man, before we close out.
Nah, man. I just wanna thank anyone, you know what I mean, who tuned in, and anyone who's gonna go and search up my music right now, and I just want them to know where my heart is, and yeah, you might not see a lot of content there, but just know that the content that you do see on there it was all, Christ-centered, and it all came from a good organic place where I was hoping to, to touch the people and to really make a difference. And, I just pray for me, man. Keep me in prayer, and just know that there is more coming. I take my time with it. So
no, I got you, bro, man. I'm excited about.
We need to fellowship, man. We need to get together and just hang.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? We would love to get to know your crew out there and the things that you're doing. It would be super, super dope.
Yo, and heads up right now, just because I'm trying to be a little bit more transparent with people as I build with people moving forward. I can be a little bit, a little wild sometimes. So just bear with me, pray for me.
A little.
Bro, don't invite all my brothers.
My energy is on like whoop, whoop, like way up there, bro. So
don't invite me and my brothers down there. Then you gonna
good, yeah. Let's do it. Man.
You know it's gonna be a good time when he's apologizing in advance.
Yeah. I'm doing it in advance.
Yeah. Nah, I'm with that, bro.
I got you.
For a second, like I'm all for that, man. I love it.
No doubt. All right, brother. Yo, I'm looking forward to building with you, bro. And once we disconnect from here, just shoot me the links. I think you already shot me the links, and I'll make sure to include those as well, man. And definitely hit me up and let's build.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, brother. God bless, bro.
All right, man. God bless you, bro.